The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. All warfare is based on deception. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The greatest gift you can give your enemy is time. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. He who knows when he can fight and when he cannot will be victorious. The best victory is when the opponent surrenders of its own accord before there are any actual hostilities. It is best to win without fighting. The wise warrior avoids the battle. The victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won. To see victory only when it is within the ken of the common herd is not the acme of excellence. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. A commander who advances without any thought of winning personal fame and withdraws in spite of certain punishment, whose only concern is to protect his people and promote the interests of his ruler, is the nation's treasure. It is the unemotional, reserved, calm, detached warrior who wins, not the hothead seeking vengeance, and not the ambitious seeker of fortune. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. For the wise man delights in establishing his merit. The brave man likes to show his courage in action. The covetous man is quick at seizing advantages, and the stupid man has no fear of death. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Some people think insufficiency means weakness, and surplus means strength, but this impression is wrong. Conform to the enemy's tactics until a favorable opportunity offers. Then come forth and engage in a battle that shall prove decisive. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war. while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. There are 4 dangerous faults which may affect a general. 1. Recklessness, which leads to destruction. 2. Cowardice, which leads to capture. 3. A hasty temper, which can be provoked by insults. 4. A delicacy of honor, which is sensitive to shame. Engage people with what they expect. It is what they are able to discern and firms their projections. It settles them into predictable patterns of response, occupying their minds while you wait for the extraordinary moment, that which they cannot anticipate. When we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. Those who are skilled in combat do not become angered. Those who are skilled at winning do not become afraid. Thus the wise win before they fight, while the ignorant fight to win. The principle on which to manage an army is to set up one standard of courage which all must reach. The end and aim of spying in all its 5 varieties is knowledge of the enemy, and this knowledge can only be derived in the first instance from the converted spy. Hence it is essential that the converted spy be treated with the utmost liberality. Who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. When the common soldiers are too strong and their officers too weak, the result is insubordination. He who relies solely on warlike measures shall be exterminated. He who relies solely on peaceful measures shall perish. Thus, what enables the wise sovereign and the good general to strike and conquer, and achieve things beyond the reach of ordinary men, is phrenology. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. Therefore the skillful leader subdues the enemy's troops. Without any fighting, he captures their cities without laying siege to them. He overthrows their kingdom without lengthy operations in the field. If we wish to wrest an advantage from the enemy, we must not fix our minds on that alone, but allow for the possibility of the enemy also doing some harm to us, and let this enter as a factor into our calculations. These art of war quotes are so important for every aspect of life.